Good morning. In this lecture we will discuss effect of catalyst on the rate of reaction. तो लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने किया था इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर ऑन रेट कांस्टेंट, अरेनियंस इक्वेशन. ओके, तो कैटलिस्ट substance which alter the rate of reaction is called catalyst. Alter means it may increase or may decrease. Generally we use a catalyst to increase the rate of reaction. And the phenomena by changing the rate of reaction by use of catalyst is called catalysis. So catalyst may be positive, may be negative. If it increase the rate of reaction, then that is a positive catalyst. If it decrease the rate of reaction, that is a negative catalyst. First reaction from which the catalyst was discovered was this decomposition of potassium chlorate, KClO3. So simply if we heat it, the decomposition will be very slow. But when you heat it in the presence of catalyst, that is MnO2, the rate increased number of times, many folds. So this is the role of catalyst which increase the rate of reaction. Now see the second reaction, 2KMnO4 plus 5 oxalic acid, sulfuric acid, 2 from K2SO4, MnSO4, carbon dioxide and water. Now in this case, this KMnO4 we know is an oxidizing agent, and this 5 mole of oxalic acid is a reducing agent. Sulfuric acid is just to make the medium acidic. Okay, so in this case the MnOSO4 act as an autocatalyst. There is no need of any catalyst. So this is one of the very important example of autocatalyst. MnOSO4 act as a catalyst. So it means this reaction will be slow at the starting. When you start the reaction will be slow. As soon as MnSO4 is formed, it acts as catalyst which increase the rate of reaction many folds. Okay. So the main catalyst की जो characteristics हैं, first is catalyst never consumed during reaction. Never consume during reaction. रिएक्शन में कैटलिस्ट कभी भी कंज्यूम नहीं होता, एज इट इज आपको एंड में मिल जाएगा. और कैटलिस्ट नेवर इनिशिएट, कैटलिस्ट कभी भी किसी रिएक्शन को इनिशिएट नहीं करता. ये जस्ट उसी रिएक्शन में काम करेगा जब रिएक्शन चल रही है. थर्ड इज catalyst does not change the average energy level. Catalyst does not change average energy of reactant or product. जितनी एनर्जी रिएक्टेंट की है उतनी ही रहेगी, उसको चेंज नहीं करेगा. कैटलिस्ट का उसके ऊपर कोई भी इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. कैटलिस्ट आल्सो डज नॉट चेंज थर्मोडायनामिक बिहेवियर ऑफ एनी केमिकल रिएक्शन. Catalyst also does not change thermodynamic behavior, means delta H of reaction. डेल्टा H उतना ही रहेगा, अगर वो एंडो है तो एंडो रहेगी, एक्सो है तो एक्सो रहेगी. नेक्स्ट इज कैटलिस्ट इज रिक्वायर्ड इन वेरी स्मॉल अमाउंट. इसकी ज्यादा अमाउंट हमें नहीं चाहिए, बहुत ही थोड़ी सी अमाउंट में ही कैटलिस्ट जो अपना काम वो कर देता है. कैटलिस्ट प्रोवाइड, दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, प्रोवाइड अल्टरनेट, that provide alternate paths to the reaction. Alternate path to the reaction in which threshold energy will change due to which EA change. In which threshold energy will change. So EA will change. उसकी एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी जो है वो चेंज हो जाएगी। तो जब ये चेंज हो गई, thus रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन चेंज, तभी रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन जो है वो चेंज हो जाती है। तो दीज आर दी मेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ कैटलिस्ट। अब इसको लास्ट पॉइंट है जो कि वो एक्टिव थ्रेशोल्ड एनर्जी को चेंज कर देता है, जिसकी वजह से एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी चेंज हो जाती है। इसको हम ग्राफिकली एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। सपोज दिस इज द ग्राफ बिटवीन in this side take a fraction of molecule, in this side take energy. So this is like the curve. Okay. So there are two levels like here and here. This is the area under the curve. Number of molecules having threshold energy more than this. Okay. There are two energies. This is your ET. This is your ET dash or prime. This ET prime is with catalyst. Okay. So this is with catalyst. This is without catalyst. So when you use catalyst, you can see the area under the curve that increases. It means the number of molecules having energy equal to or more than threshold energy that increases. So in this way you can compare. Suppose this is the energy of reactant. Okay, this is ER. So you can compare the activation energy here. So from this arrow, from this line, this reactant to this is your EA, and from this line to this line, this is your EA dash. EA dash means activation energy when catalyst is used. So you can see from this graph that when the catalyst is there, the number of molecules, it changes the path of the reaction in such a way that the number of molecules or fraction of molecules having energy equal to or more than threshold energy that increases. This now first without catalyst only this was the area, only after the ET only this was the area which represents the fraction of molecule. Now when we use a catalyst, the area increases. It means the number of molecules having energy more than or equal to threshold energy that increases. Or other word, you can see that this is the activation energy without catalyst and this is activation energy with catalyst. So activation energy when it decreases, obviously the rate of reaction that increases. जब activation energy कम होगी तभी हमारी जो rate of reaction है वो fast हो जाएगी। तो इसी चीज को, इसी कर्व को हम activation energy की फॉर्म में भी एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं। वो कैसे? Now I will draw another graph. Okay. Now in this side we take the progress of reaction, or in this side we will take the energy. Clear? Here is your reactant R and here is your product. So this is the curve which represent the change of R to P. The distance between this R to P, you can say this distance is delta H. Activation energy from this point to this point, this is your activation energy for the reaction. Now suppose we use a catalyst. What the catalyst do? It decrease the activation energy. Like this. So this red line is with catalyst. Now activation energy remain this. This is your EA dash. Now you can see here that the delta H will remain same whether the catalyst is present or not. उसको इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, सिर्फ एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी को डिक्रीज करेगा। तो एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी अगर डिक्रीज हो जाती है देन ऑब्वियसली द रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इंक्रीजेस. So this is the effect of catalyst on the rate of reaction. So this is variation of K on addition of catalyst. So means when we add a catalyst, what is the variation of rate constant K? So we know that Arrhenius equation that K is equal to A e raised power minus EA by RT. Now without catalyst, we taking EA and K. So equation become K is equal to A e raised power minus EA upon RT. With catalyst we take EA prime. Activation energy with catalyst will be less than that of without catalyst. So EA prime will be less than EA. And obviously rate constant increases when we add a catalyst. So K dash more than K. So this is second equation, K prime equal to E minus EA prime upon RT. So divide 2 by 1, we get this equation, and by changing into base 10, so it is log K prime upon K equal to EA minus EA prime divided by 2.303 RT. तो इसी के बेस पे एक छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम करते हैं. प्रॉब्लम क्या है? EA of reaction is 100 kilojoule per mole, and on addition of catalyst it decrease. Addition of catalyst it decreases by 20%. By 20% at 27 degrees Celsius. Calculate how many times rate of reaction increase. Calculate how many times rate of reaction that increase. So now we will use this formula. As we can see, what is EA? That is 100 kilojoule per mole. What is EA prime? 100. 20% less कर दो तो 80. Put in this formula. Log K dash K equal to 20 difference between E and E. Hence 100 minus 80, 20. 20 kilojoule, change it into joule. 2.3 R 8.3 T 300. So from here you can easily calculate log K dash by K, and then you can calculate K dash by K by taking the anti-log. So in this way you can solve the problem based upon the activation energy when we are means studying about the effect of catalyst on the rate equation. So this is a formula which gave a relation between the rate constant and the change in activation energy. Next is the mechanism of reaction. Based upon the mechanism of reaction, there are two types of reactions. Number one is simple reaction. Number two is complex reaction. Simple reactions are the reactions which take place in single step. There is no intermediate formed. As you can see, this is the graph, and this progress of reaction. Reactant is changing to product just in one step. So in such type of reactions, there is no intermediate form. Reaction is completed only in single step. So for such type of reaction, you can see here order is equal to molecularity. तो ऑर्डर और मोलिकुलरिटी दोनों सेम होंगे. दूसरी जो है वो है कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन. कॉम्प्लेक्स रिएक्शन वो होती है विच टेक प्लेस इन मैनी स्टेप्स, एंड देयर आर लार्ज नंबर ऑफ इंटरमीडिएट्स which are unstable, they are formed, and out of the different steps the slowest step is the rate determining step. As we can see in example, A to B is a simple complex reaction. It takes place in 3 steps. So this is its short mechanism. What do you mean by mechanism of reaction? The detailed step-by-step description of any reaction is called its mechanism. Detailed step-by-step description of any reaction is called mechanism. Like first A change into C, C change into D, D change into B. It means A to B take place in 3 steps. So here this step is slow, A to C step is slow. It means overall the rate of reaction depends upon this step. This is the graphical representation, progress of reaction energy. So this A, C, D, B. A change into B by these 2 intermediates. So there are 3 transition states you can see. TS1 transition state, first, second and third. And 2 reaction intermediate, RI1 and RI2 are formed. So such type of reactions, in such type of reaction you can say the order of reaction is not equal to molecularity of the reaction. So then how to find the order from the mechanism? And for that we have an example. Like there is case 1. When rate determining step is given, स्टेप आपको बता दिया कि दिस इज स्लो, तो स्लो का मतलब होता है वो रेट डिटर्मिनिंग स्टेप है। तो इसमें भी आगे केसेस हैं। फर्स्ट केस है रेट डिटर्मिनिंग स्टेप इन्वॉल्व्स ओनली रिएक्टेंट्स। जैसे we have an example 2A change into 3B or okay 2A plus 3B reaction change into A to B3. So this is the reaction and its mechanism is given. What is its mechanism? That A plus B to form AB, AB plus B to form AB2, and AB2 plus A plus B to form A to B3. 3 steps are there, you can see. The rate of first is say S1, first step, second step, third step. फर्स्ट स्टेप जो है वो आपको बता दिया उसने कि दिस स्टेप इज स्लो, these 2 steps are fast. So this when rate determining step is given means slow. So directly you can calculate what is rate K, concentration of A, concentration of B. So order of reaction is 1 plus 1 2. So from this simple example you can see that first thing is जो step slow है वो आपको बता दिया. Second thing is that only involves reactant. A and B जो है वो सिर्फ reactant में ही है, प्रोडक्ट में कहीं भी आपको A या B नजर नहीं आएगा. तो इस केस ऐसे केसेस के लिए इट्स इजी टू राइट द रेट. अब जो दूसरा केस है उसमें है कि अगर आपका रेट डिटर्मिनिंग स्टेप्स है जो इन्वॉल्व्स रिएक्टेंट्स एंड इंटरमीडिएट्स, तो इसी में ही सेकेंड पॉइंट इज RDS, rate determining step, involves reactants and intermediates. Reactants and intermediates. तो क्या करेंगे? सपोज इसी रिएक्शन का मैकेनिज्म अब चेंज कर दिया. रिएक्शन वही है 2A 3B A to B3. Now the mechanism given is A plus B double arrow, to form AB. First, AB plus B to form AB2. Slow. Then AB2 plus A plus B to form A2B3. Again first. And some rate constants are given. Like for this K1 forward, K2 backward, K3 for this, K4 for this. Now you have to find the rate constant, equation for rate constant. So what you do? First take the slow step. According to slow step, write the rate equation. So your rate become equal to K3 AB B. This is your slow step. So you write the rate. Now these two intermediates like this AB also appear in first reaction. That is intermediate. So from first equation, this is your first equation. You can write K equilibrium. This will be equal to your K1 by K2. And this is equal to concentration of AB, concentration of A, concentration of B. From here you can calculate concentration of AB, which is intermediate. तो AB की concentration क्या आ जाएगी? K1 by K2, concentration of A, concentration of B. So put the value here. So your rate become equal to K3 K1 by K2 A B, get this B. So it becomes all these three constants give rise to another constant, say K, concentration of A, concentration of B, the square. So this is your final rate equation. According to this, your order become equal to 3. So this is the way to find the order or rate law expression when the intermediates are given. Okay, let's see one example based on this point. That is for a reaction. O3 change into 3O2. The mechanism is O3 O2 plus O and O plus O3 give rise to 2O2. First step is fast, second is slow. Intermediates are given, rate constants are given like K1, K2 and K3. Question is calculate order of reaction. So how will you think about this? Now there is a slow step. First we have to take the slow step. Write the rate according to the slow step. So your rate become equal to K, concentration of A, concentration of O3. Then from the first equation you have to calculate the intermediate. Intermediate here is oxygen. So from equation 1 you can write it like K1, K2 equal to concentration of O2, concentration of O, concentration of O3. From here you can calculate the concentration of O. Concentration of O become equal to K1 by K2, concentration of O3 by O2. So put the value of O here. You can get R equal to K. So this is K3, sorry. K1 by K2. Put the value of O. O3, O2 and O3. Then what it become? This gives rise to another constant, say K. O3 square O2 minus 1. Okay. What is the order now? Order is, so this plus 2 minus 1, 1. So 1 is your answer. So this is the way to find the order of reaction when the intermediates that involves the rate dynamic step involves some intermediates.